Hello, team. It is Thriving Thursday. I know we just created it. We're adding more to Warrior Wednesday, so we're doing a Thriving Thursday. Why not? It's Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everyone who celebrates it. And wanted to jump in here real quick before I call it a night and share with you part 2 of what I was talking about yesterday on Warrior Wednesday on my biggest takeaways from doing the fitness competition and how that's going to support you with creating results with your goals. So if you are excited about that, let me know. Give yourself some hearts. Let me know that you're here if you're tuning on here live. And of course, when you catch the replay, make sure you comment with #Encore and let me know that you were here so I can get connected to you. All right. So if you did not catch part 1 of this conversation, go to my YouTube channel. I actually have not uploaded it yet, but I will upload it. You can actually scroll down in Facebook or on Instagram and find episode 1, where I talk about some of the biggest takeaways from doing the show and how you can apply it in your business, in your life, in your goals, everything you're creating. And today, my intention is to cover part 2, and tomorrow I'm going to cover part 3. So it's going to be a 3-part series. So I'm excited. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll get this party rolling. And it's important because it is about you accomplishing your goals no matter what, right? So that's my intention for you. So we'll jump right in. So if you, I want to say something about part 1 because I feel it's going to be important for you. Attitude is everything. All right. I said that in part 1, and I want to say it again because your approach to anything you do, how you see it, how you navigate it, how you lead it is really what I want to say makes a big difference. Hey, Donna, thanks for tuning in, love. I see you. So here are a few things that you get connected to. So one is you want to be willing to do hard work. When I say hard work, as in like challenging work, things that are uncomfortable, way outside of your comfort zone. So you get to be really willing and committed to doing the hard work. And really the intention of that is you being in pursuit of your goal, of your dream, of what is important for you and what you want to create. So you get to be relentless, because if you're not relentless in your pursuit of your goals are not going to chase you. It's just not going to happen. There'll be signs for you to step up to the plate to make it happen. However, you actually get to step up to the plate and do the work to make it happen. All right. So you get to do the hard work. All right. Now, the other thing will support you is you get to prioritize effectively. Here's what I mean by that. A lot of times, of course, like we are in the information age. So of course, we're inundated with a lot of information. So if you can relate to me on that, say, yes, I feel you. We get bombarded by different data points, information, etc. So how do you navigate that? You get to be intentional. You also get to be focused on what you're creating, and you get to prioritize. Now, many times in life, there's so many things that require your attention, right? It's life, right? If you have kids, if you have a family, if you have a job, if you have a business, whatever that looks like, there's so many people or things or situations that require your attention. However, it is on you. It is your responsibility to take a step back and not be reactive when things come up, and actually get to choose powerfully how you want to prioritize effectively. Otherwise, what will end up happening is that you'll be pulled in too many different directions, and you're not going to be focused on the result that you want to create. You're just going to be pulled, and you're going to be unproductive. Okay, so you get to prioritize effectively, and you get to get connected to what it looks like for you to prioritize effectively. What I do, what works for me and also works with my clients when I coach them, is you have your priority set the night before. So you get to actually be clear on your, say, 1 to 3 deliverables, 1 to 3 outcomes that you're committed to creating that will forward you in your goals the night before, and you plan it out. And you're like, okay, this time I'm doing XYZ. So you're actually clear on what you're creating, you're prioritizing. Now, things will shift during the day. That happens. So you get to reinvent and shift and go along with it. All right. The other thing you also get to connect with is, how are you playing your game? How are you playing the game of you wanting to create the result? Are you not playing? Like you're not even like participating? Are you just playing the game? Are you playing not to lose? Like you don't want to lose in the game? Are you actually playing to win? There's a very, very big distinction between all four of these different categories. And playing to win is powerful because when you're playing to win, you're all in. I'm going to say that again. When you're playing to win, you're all in. And when you're also playing to win, you'll do whatever it takes. You're not going to make up excuses. And you're looking to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not looking to lose in the game. You're here to win the game. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very different energy when you approach it that way. All right? You also want to, what I want to say about breakdowns is you will experience breakdowns. Of course. It's just part of life. Anytime you're looking to grow in any area of your life and expand your plate and stretch, because that's the point of stretching, is you're stretched. So when you stretch, you will experience a breakdown. Emotionally, you're going to experience a breakdown in so many different ways. How are you navigating the breakdown? How are you showing up in the breakdown? Are you being an asshole in the breakdown? And let me say something. If you want to know who you're made of, how are you showing up in a breakdown? You know what I'm saying? Like, that actually, in my experience at least, when someone is in a breakdown, it reveals to me their character. Like, how are they? If someone is graceful in the breakdown, it says something about a person. You know what I mean? Like, if someone is like, they see the breakdown, but they're focused on the solution, it tells me something about the person. But if a person is in a breakdown and they're whiny, they're bitchy, they're annoying themselves, they're annoying other people, they're frustrated, they're overwhelmed. By the way, there's nothing wrong with being any of these. However, how you navigate, like, it's okay to be in a breakdown for a little bit and then you shift from it. But if you're like in a breakdown for a day, like, what the hell? Like, you could have like created something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be in that level of breakdown. You hear what I'm saying? Like, the opportunity of the breakdown is to shift and focus on really, it's the opportunity. Like, you want to focus on the solution, not on the problem. Not on the breakdown. You want to focus on the solution because that's a game changer in itself. All right. So how are you being in the breakdown? How are you showing up? It reveals your character. So not a judgment. It's just something for you to get connected to so that you can shift and show up differently when you're in a breakdown and commit to being someone who is compassionate, someone who's graceful, someone who's gracious, someone who is solution focused. Hi, Elaine. Great to see you. So you get to be someone who's in those energies versus someone who's frustrated, annoyed, overwhelmed, all that stuff. All right. Final thing, and we'll wrap up, is so another takeaway that will support you is there will always be an opportunity for you to reinvent yourself and shift. And reinventing and shifting is key. Why? Because there are too many moving parts in anything you create. Whether you're leading a project, whether you're leading your own, whatever you're creating. I trust when I step into something that everything will work out the way it's meant to work out. Not to say that I'm just going to take a back seat and not do anything about it. That's not how I roll. I'm always an action taker. However, I'm not attached to how anything gets to look. I'm committed to the result. But how we get to the result is a different story. I have a plan. I'm focused on the result. I'm committed to the result, but I'm not too attached. And I'm also reinventing myself. And this is something you get to learn. It's a life skill, is you reinvent and you shift as things are moving so you can actually be in the experience, because it is a journey, guys. Like, whatever you're creating, it's a journey. It's an experience. You want to be in the experience of what you're creating joy, creating what you want to create, and also trusting that everything will work out the way it's meant to work out. It's going to work out perfectly. All right. So these are a few takeaways I'm sharing with you from, the experience of the show. And being relentless was a big one because I was coaching a client earlier today about being relentless, and that landed for her. And so I shared this with you because relentless may be your message for tonight. All right. So with that being said, share with me what resonated with you the most from this conversation, and what are you going to implement from here that will move you forward with your goals, with your dreams, and all that stuff. All right. So I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Share your biggest takeaway from this message. Also be sure to share this with other people as well. Let's share the love. Let's spread the wisdom and also make a difference. All right. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you mañana. Hasta mañana. Mwah. Bye for now.